Ready to have your mind blown? Today we're taking a journey around the globe to uncover some of the most bizarre and unexpected laws that you probably never knew existed. These laws might make you scratch your head, laugh out loud, or even reconsider your travel plans. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride through the world's strangest legal landscapes. Let's dive into some of the world's strangest laws. Our first stop is the picturesque and serene country of Switzerland. Known for its stunning landscapes, delicious chocolates and precise watches, Switzerland also has some peculiar regulations that might surprise you. Ever wished you could mow your lawn on a Sunday? It seems like a perfectly normal activity, right? After all, weekends are often the only time people have to take care of their yards. Well, don't try it there. It's illegal. Yes, you heard that right. In Switzerland, mowing your lawn on a Sunday is against the law. The Swiss take their peace and quiet very seriously, especially on weekends. Apparently, the sound of a lawnmower is a no-go for weekend relaxation. The law is designed to ensure that everyone can enjoy a peaceful and restful Sunday without the disturbance of noisy lawn equipment. So if you're planning to visit Switzerland, make sure to schedule your yard work for another day. Moving on to Italy, Venice to be exact. This iconic city, famous for its canals, gondolas and rich history, has its own set of unique rules. Feeding pigeons is a crime. Yes, in Venice it's illegal to feed the pigeons. While it might seem like a harmless activity, the city has good reasons for this law. Save that bread, folks, or risk a hefty fine. The law was put in place to protect the city's historic buildings and monuments from the damage caused by large flocks of pigeons. Plus, it helps keep the city cleaner and more enjoyable for everyone. And in Singapore, chew on this gum is banned. This might be one of the most well-known strange laws, but it's still surprising to many. That's right, no chewing gum allowed. The ban was introduced in 1992 to help keep the city clean and prevent gum from being stuck on public property. It's a law that has certainly helped maintain Singapore's reputation as one of the cleanest cities in the world. Your dentist might love it, but your cravings not so much. While the ban has its benefits, it can be a bit of a challenge for gum lovers visiting the city. So if you're heading to Singapore, be sure to leave your gum at home. In France, you can't name a pig Napoleon. This quirky law dates back to the days of Napoleon Bonaparte himself. Seems like their famous leader isn't keen on sharing his name with a farm animal. Sorry, babe. The law was originally intended to protect the dignity of the French leader, and it still stands today. So if you have a pet pig in France, you'll need to get creative with its name. Lastly, in Australia, it's illegal to disrupt a wedding or a funeral. These are solemn and significant events, and the law ensures that they can proceed without any interruptions. So, no dramatic objections, okay? If you have any objections, it's best to keep them to yourself, or you might find yourself in legal trouble. This law helps maintain the respect and decorum that these important ceremonies deserve. Weird, wonderful, and downright wacky. These laws might seem strange to us, but they each have their own unique history and purpose. The world is full of surprises. As we travel and explore different cultures, we come across all sorts of fascinating and unexpected rules. Stay curious, travel smart, and watch out for those quirky laws, whether you're planning a trip or just love learning about the world. These strange laws remind us that there's always something new and interesting to discover. So, keep an open mind, respect local customs, and enjoy the adventure. Let's take a deeper dive into some more peculiar laws that might just leave you scratching your head. Our next destination is Japan, a country known for its rich culture, advanced technology, and unique traditions. In Japan, it's illegal to be overweight. Yes, you heard that right. The country has a law known as the Metabo Law, which requires citizens to maintain a certain waistline measurement. This law was introduced to combat rising obesity rates and promote a healthier lifestyle among the population. Companies and local governments are required to measure the waistlines of people between the ages of 40 and 74, and those who exceed the limits are given dietary guidance. While it might seem extreme, the law has had positive effects on public health. So, if you're planning a trip to Japan, it might be a good idea to keep an eye on your waistline. Next, let's head over to Canada. In the province of Alberta, there is a law that prohibits painting a wooden ladder. This might sound odd, but there's a reason behind it. The law was put in place to prevent accidents caused by slippery paint on ladders. By keeping ladders unpainted, the natural texture of the wood provides better grip and reduces the risk of falls. Safety first, right? So if you're in Alberta and need to use a ladder, make sure it's not painted. Moving on to India, where there is a law that requires you to have a permit to fly a kite. Yes, kite flying is considered an aircraft activity under Indian law. This law was introduced to ensure the safety of airspace and prevent accidents. So, if you're planning to enjoy some kite flying in India, make sure you have the necessary permit. In Denmark, there is a law that requires you to check under your car for sleeping children before you start driving. This might sound strange, but it's a safety measure to protect children who might be playing or hiding under vehicles. It's always better to be safe than sorry. So if you're driving in Denmark, make sure to take a quick look under your car before you hit the road. In Greece, it's illegal to wear high heels at ancient sites. This law was introduced to protect the historic monuments from damage caused by sharp heels. So, if you're planning to visit Greece and explore its ancient wonders, make sure to wear comfortable and flat shoes. In South Korea, there is a law that requires online gaming companies to block children under the age of 16 from playing games between midnight and 6 a.m. This law, known as the Cinderella Law, was introduced to prevent gaming addiction among young people. It's a measure to ensure that children get enough sleep and maintain a healthy lifestyle. So, if you're a young gamer in South Korea, make sure to log off before midnight. In Saudi Arabia, there is a law that prohibits women from driving. This law has been a subject of much debate and has seen some changes in recent years. While women are now allowed to drive in Saudi Arabia, there are still some restrictions and cultural norms that need to be navigated. It's a reminder of how laws can evolve and change over time. In Iceland, there's a law that requires you to take a shower before entering a public swimming pool. This law was introduced to maintain hygiene and ensure that the pools remain clean for everyone. So if you're planning to take a dip in Iceland's geothermal pools, make sure to follow the rules and take a shower first. In New Zealand, there is a law that prohibits you from flying with a rooster in a hot air balloon. This might sound bizarre, but it's true. The law was introduced to prevent noise disturbances and ensure the safety of both the rooster and the passengers. So, if you're planning a hot air balloon ride in New Zealand, make sure to leave your rooster at home. As we continue to explore these strange and fascinating laws, it's important to remember that they each have their own unique history and purpose. They reflect the values, culture, and priorities of the societies that created them. The world is a diverse and wonderful place, full of surprises and unexpected rules. By learning about these laws, we gain a deeper understanding of the world around us and the people who live in it. So as you plan your next adventure, keep these quirky laws in mind. They might just add an extra layer of excitement and intrigue to your travels. Stay curious, travel smart, and embrace the unexpected. The world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered, and these strange laws are just one small part of the adventure. Happy travels.